guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a book unhaul, and for those of you who don't know what a book unhaul is, because I recently just learned myself, it is basically the opposite of a book haul. So I'm going to be getting rid of some books, and I'm going to be showing you which books I'm going to be getting rid of, because either I've tried to read them and they haven't held my attention, or I just feel like I'm never going to get around to them and I really need the space in my bookshelf. So I'm just gonna get started because I have like a lot. I don't know, there's like maybe 12 books here that have just been taking up space on my shelf. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so starting off, I kind of have a bunch of YA books, and I figured I would get into those first, and then I'll do the like more children's kind of books. So the first one that I'm unhauling is The Wind Blows Backward, and this one is by Mary Downingham. Now, she was my favorite author of mine when I was younger. I read a lot of her books, and I still own them today, like Wait Till Helen Comes or The Doll in the Garden, and I really like her books. She kind of writes more like horror stories for the younger generation, and this one was her, I guess, stab at writing YA fiction. Unfortunately, I tried reading it several times, and I just couldn't get into it. It basically says that Lauren and Spencer were best friends in junior high, but good-looking Spencer quickly becomes a popular jock in high school with no time for quiet, bookish Lauren. And now they're in senior year, and suddenly Spencer is back in her life, sharing his fears and feelings and his deeper secrets. But it isn't long before Lauren realizes that the boy she has fallen in love with is haunted by dark moods and reckless passions, and he's counting on her to help him survive. So that actually sounds really interesting. Unfortunately, I think I only got like about, I don't know, like 40 pages in, and I just really couldn't get into it. Like, the only character I really related to was Lauren for like 5 minutes, only because she works at the library and she loves books as much as I do. Next is We the Animals by Justin Torres. I did read this. I actually read this a few months ago. I finished it in a day because it's actually a really short read. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's only 124 pages, and I don't know, I didn't love it enough to keep it in my collection, so I figured I'd just get rid of it. If anybody is actually interested in receiving this book, I can actually do a giveaway, and I know this sounds totally spur of the moment, because it is. So if anybody's actually interested in reading this book, leave me a comment down below, and tell me what your favorite book is. And I will pick a winner and ship this out to you guys. So yeah. Next book that I'm getting rid of is High Society by Allie Carter. I actually got this at my local bookstore, and it was on sale for $1. So, I mean, you can't beat that. It sounded really good. It's basically about a girl whose parents are like thieves, fancy thieves, and they go after like crown jewels and stuff, and one day her dad is actually blamed for stealing something that he did not steal, so she has to go and steal it back from the person who's actually stolen it, and then put it back so that her dad doesn't get blamed for it, because he could get into like serious trouble. Again, this kind of just had like more of like a younger mentality writing. I couldn't really get into it. I felt like this book would be better suited for, you know, someone of a younger age, maybe like 4th to 5th grade, and I wouldn't really categorize this as young adult. I would more categorize it as, I don't know, like children's fiction, because it's, I don't know, the writing was just not, it wasn't up to par for me. I'm getting rid of a partial series. I have been trying to collect all these books for quite a while now, and I actually did read, I think I read up until like the 5th installment, and then I kind of stopped reading it, and so I forgot what was happening, and I really don't have the urge to just restart from the beginning again, because it's like a lot of books. I think there's like 10 or 11 books in the series, and I don't have like the desire to just start from the beginning and read them all again. So I'm getting rid of all the Click books that I own in this series, and the first I'm getting rid of is P.S. I Loathe You, and all these Click books are written by Lacey Harrison. So I'm getting rid of P.S. I Loathe You, It's Not Easy Being Mean, The Invasion of the Boy Snatchers, and The Pretty Committee Strikes Back. So those I will be donating to my local bookstore, because I mean, like, it's a whole collection, but no. Well, it's a partial collection, and I think I do have like 1 more or 2 more back there in that stack. Next book that I'm getting rid of, because I purchased the first one with the intention of owning all of them, but then I just kind of watched the show and got it out of my system, and now I don't feel the need to own them anymore, and that is All I Want Is Everything, a Gossip Girl novel by Cecilie von Ziegler, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Moving on to my kind of children's reads, I only really collected them because, to be honest, they were being given away, and I can't say no to a pretty cover and a free book, so I ended up taking them, but I really don't, I don't think I'm ever going to read these. So, the first one is Becoming Naomi Leone by Pam Yunus Ryan, and this is a child's book, basically about a little girl who, I'm not even sure what it's about. All I know is it's about a little girl. And the next one is Esperanza Rising by the same author, and it looked really good. It did win the Puro Bellepre Award, which caught my eye. It's basically about a little girl who lives in Mexico. Something happens where she has to flee to California with her mom, and she leaves behind her heritage and her family, and so she's really confused. So, again, this sounded really good at the time, but there's so many books on my TBR list that I know I'm probably never going to have time for this. It's probably just going to keep getting pushed back, and so I figured I would just actually give it to somebody who would read this book. Following next book is the Nancy Drew Mystery Stories by Caroline Keene, and this is The Hidden Staircase. This is like the original books. These are like the old covers, and this is number 2. I found it, and it was 50 cents, and it's in really great condition. It's got no, sorry, I was trying to show you. It's got no writing in it whatsoever, and it's like not worn. It's like in perfect condition. So I was considering unhauling this one because I don't think I'm going to read it, but I don't know. I mean, just the fact that it's just in such good condition. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think I should do with this book, because, I mean, I kind of wanted to read it, but it's just not on my list of reads to read right now, if that makes any sense. So let me know what you guys think I should do with this book. Should I sell it? Should I give it away? I don't know. The last books I have are kind of like new adult books and mystery books, so I'll just go over these. These two here I got from Harlequin, because I actually borrowed, no, I didn't borrow, I actually bought like 2 books from them that I really wanted, and so they sent me these as kind of gifts, but I'm not really interested in them. They're not a particular story that, you know, would hold my attention. So the first one is Shades of Passion by Verna DePaul. Next one is by Laurie Foster, Bear It All. I know my mom would probably like this book because she does like these kind of stories, and she is reading another book by Laurie Foster. So chances are, since it's like brand new and there's nothing wrong with it, I'll probably give it to my mom. It's about a bartender and a detective, and yeah. Next book is Web of Evil by J.A. Janice. J.A. Chance. And this one I purchased also at my local bookstore for $1, and it sounded really amazing at the time. I was on a book buying spree, and so I just picked it up because it was $1, and it sounded really good. And it's basically about this woman who's pregnant, and her husband leaves her for another woman, and then later on the husband is found dead. And so they trace it back to her, and they think she's done it, but she swears she hasn't. And so the whole book is about finding out who actually killed her husband, and how is she going to prove that she didn't do it. So, I mean, it sounded really good, but again, it's been on my bookshelf for about a year and change now, and I don't see myself reading it anytime soon. So, if anything, I could always just borrow it from the library. And the last book in this book unhaul is by Carl Hyacin, Stormy Weather. I love Carl Hyacin. He has, like, such a funny sense of humor, and I really did love his book, Skinny Dip. It was hysterical. I loved it. But this one, I don't know. I don't know if I would, like, it doesn't sound as interesting as the other one. And I did try reading, like, the first couple of pages, but it didn't catch my attention. Anyway, as for my giveaway, because I've been rambling a lot in this movie, I'm going to be giving away the We Are the Animals by Justin Torres. If you guys are interested in winning this book, then leave me a comment down below telling me what your favorite book is this week and why. And then next Saturday, I will just randomly pick a winner. And yeah. And make sure, please, if you're under the age of 18, that you get permission from your parents, because I don't want them to get mad that you're receiving a package from, oh my gosh, there's some girl on YouTube. So yeah. If you guys are interested in winning, like I said, leave me a comment down below. You have to be subscribed to my channel, and please subscribe down below to my Twitter. And so yeah. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and please let me know, what should I do with these 2 books? Should I keep them? Should I donate them? Should I just give them another month? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!